So, I kind of forgot about this request by Kai 12 days ago. I'm going to suggest something totally different and not depressing. Sum 41, In Too Deep. It's pop punk genre. I don't think you have that genre on your channel. And I said I don't know what I have on my channel at this point. I thought punk was the opposite of punk. I meant to say I thought punk was the opposite of pop. So it should be interesting. But I ended up writing, I thought punk was the opposite of punk. So, I mean, I guess that could be true. I don't know. So, the first thing I thought when I saw the thumbnail for this was, well, I've forgotten exactly, but it was something like, wow, this is so white. This is so white. It might have been that exactly. I've never heard of this band before, but they have over 1 million subscribers. I'm surprised actually that one of them appears not to be very white, there with the white shirt. But I think he just has a tan, if I'm being honest. I thought he looked kind of Indian at the beginning, but he seems kind of just like he's on the beach a lot. So, I hope my camera didn't come off, because it's been coming off a bit recently. Let's go. Oh, wasting my time. I'm very good at that. There's probably not anyone in the world who can waste their time as much as I do, actually. I'm not joking. I am not joking. This van, by the way, behind them reminds me of the Scooby-Doo van. And it also reminds me of the Ben 10's uncle's van. So there. This is not sounding very loud at the moment. Here we are. Here we are. The faster we're falling, we're stopping and stalling, we're running in circles again. Yeah, this is about me, Kai. I feel like you always send me stuff to send me some kind of message. By the way, we don't really see this hairstyle anymore. It does look very Bart Simpson. In circles again. Just as things were looking up, you said it wasn't good enough, but still we're trying one more time. Look how brown he is. Even though this is clearly a white person. In brown back. More time. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than it is too far. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up. Wow, this got so loud. That got so loud. And very gay. I'm with you, I lose my mind because I'm bending over backwards to relate. It's one thing to complain. These must be stunt doubles, surely, that are doing this. Unless they all just happen to be very good at diving as well as making throwback music. I mean, it probably wasn't throwback at the time they made this, but still. 15 years ago? Wow. It looks even older than 15 years ago. It looks like 25 years ago. With you, I lose my mind because I'm bending over backwards to relate. It's one thing to complain, but when you're driving me insane, well then I think it's time that we took a break. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than it is too far. By the way, Kai, I also consider the song as slightly depressing, just so you know. I know your idea was to send me something totally different and not depressing, ha ha, with a H. I always wonder, aren't you supposed to finish that with another A at the end? Because it goes ha ha, H, and there's a missing A at the end there. Feels incomplete. Yeah, In Too Deep. I mean, the title alone kind of sounds depressing. You're in too deep in a situation. 'Cause I'm in too Wow. That looks so fake. I wouldn't know exactly since I'm terrible at guitar still. 6 months in. Or is it 8 months now? I think it might be 9 months now. Somehow I'm still not past the beginner phase, but that looks so fake. Even though, I mean, if he did play it, it's still miming to him playing it. I don't think he even played this. What? Wow. Everyone's joining in. You know, quite a fun video. But still depressing. I feel like it's a challenge to find something that's not depressing. Maybe that song I did recently, what was it? You're My Candy something. What was that one? I've forgotten it. How can I forget that song? It's a classic. Wow, I do have a bad memory, so. There's some songs that I really enjoyed and listened to multiple times after the reaction, like What by SB19, and still I'm looking at the thumbnail of What SB19 and I have no idea how the song goes. And I've listened to it so many times. I do not know how that song goes. Those late 90s, early 2000s punk rock years were the best. Oh, so this is punk rock. I didn't even have the word punk in my mind at all while reacting to this, so I don't know. It just seems like a rock band. I don't know. A pop rock band. I don't know where the punk part comes in. There were so many punk rock bands and they were all dope. How can they all be dope? Surely some of them were trash. 2000s was so dope. Is this a punk thing to say so dope and all dope? Technology was starting to advance. Oh yeah, it was only starting to advance in the 2000s. But it wasn't suffocating like it is today. I don't know. I think your grandparents might say something different. It was the perfect amount of technology. I missed the 2000s. Yeah. I don't even remember the 2000s, so. Holy F-U-C-K, this is the most 2000s thing I've ever seen. Yeah. I guess punk was just really popular back then. I definitely didn't realize. I still don't know what punk is. I still don't know. Sum 41, Blink, Green Day. I've not listened to these guys. MCR. I don't think I've even heard of MCR. Good Charlotte. Those Days, Man, Unreal. Yeah. Well, I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. It was fun. I just don't understand why there's a guy in brown face. But it was still fun. Look how dark he is compared to this guy. Wow. I don't even want to know what this is here that it's suggesting to me. Vivo punk and emo rock. And this one just looks demonic up here. Toasted interview. Does this look infected? Parental advisory something. Explicit content. Alright, thanks for that, Kai. I preferred this one to your Rammstein Mein Tranen. Something about dead mothers and who knows what. Any more suggestions, let me know. Bye.